Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name's Noelle and I review and unbox subscription boxes here on my channel. Mostly lifestyle subscriptions, but I do a variety of categories, including quite a few book boxes. And today I have a great book box, one of my favorites that has been sent to me for review once again, and that is Authentic Books. Now I say it in every single review of Authentic Books, but I think it is so cool how customizable this subscription is, because every month you get to choose one of 3 titles in a variety of genres, so there's almost always something that you are going to enjoy and want to add to hopefully you're not as tall as my TBR pile. And then you also get to choose from 3 different subscription tiers. There is the mini, full, and premium experiences that currently are priced at $39, $49, and $59 plus shipping. I believe the shipping is around $9 or $10. There is going to be a tiny price increase, which is totally understandable, by $3 per tier, so it's going up to $42, $52, and $62, but again, I think that the value is definitely there. She puts so much love and work into this box. So basically she's doing 3 different curations every single month at 3 different tiers, and I just think the experience is so fantastic. I do have a code for you as always. It's Noelle10. That will save you 10%, and of course I'll leave all of that information in the description box below. I will also leave in the description box below a link to our Facebook group that we have here. There's going to be a Facebook group for Authentic Books as well, which you might want to join if you decide to subscribe. But we talk about all kinds of things over in the NoBot Nook, including we're doing our own little subscription box awards right now, and Authentic Books is of course one of the nominees for our favorite book box. So if you haven't already joined, definitely check it out. Do make sure that you answer all of the questions for membership, otherwise you'll be stuck in limbo, but I'd love to see you guys over there as well. So inside, of course, we have our little magazine that she puts together every month, and it does tell us the title that I selected. Now this is the August box. They usually ship towards the very end of the month. Often I receive the box in the first or second week of the following month. That was the case with this one as well, but again, totally fine because my TBR pile is crazy. So this is actually volume number 58. They do all kinds of different limited edition boxes. I think I either got their fall box or their 2nd anniversary box. I'm not sure, but I know I got one of them, so you'll see that on the channel soon. This is the title that I chose is Daisy Darker by Alice Feeney, who is the author of Rock, Paper, Scissors, which was a Authentic Books selection a few months ago, but mine got lost in the mail, which was such a bummer. So inside you can see it's nicely categorized. So in purple, this is what everyone gets in their box if you have the mini, the full, or the premium. And then these pink ones are the things that also come in the full box. And then the green here are what come in the premium box as additional items. So all of the items are curated to appeal to a certain sense. So obviously the book itself is for the sense of sight. Every box, mini, full, premium, gets a candle that's made in-house by Authentic Books that's inspired by the book, which I think is great for the sense of smell. One of these days, you guys, I am going to actually enjoy these boxes. They are meant to be enjoyed, where I light my candle, I sit down, I turn on the Spotify playlist that is included, and start to dive into the book. So here's our Spotify playlist. Here is our note from Natisha, and there is always a maker highlight now as well because she does work with a lot of great small businesses, which I think is awesome. So from Natisha, it says, "Can you believe we're 2? Hopefully by now you've ordered your anniversary special edition box featuring a tarot card necklace. Next up we have our fall special edition box, which is a popular one for all your witchy pumpkin spice latte lovers. And then we'll have our holiday box closer to winter, and then that's a wrap until next year." Along with that Spotify playlist, along with the bookmark that goes along with the book that you've selected, we also always get a cocktail recipe and a food recipe. This time the cocktail recipe is the Lounge Lizard, which has dark rum and amaretto in it. It sounds real good, real sweet. The Story Eats, also sweet, is Nana's chocolate cake, and they made it with this like lovely glaze, this nice bundt cake. That looks good. So like I said, one of these days I'm going to do all the things. I'm going to do the whole box, make all of the recipes, listen to the whole playlist, and I think it's going to be awesome. Now, one of the other nice things about this box, you guys, is that there is a give back element. 5% of your membership will be donated to the Adopt a Classroom Foundation, supporting children's education and their educators. And If you can't decide between the different tiers, it's also got the options for add-ons every month. So if you have the mini subscription, but you want to add on the chocolate that usually only comes in the premium boxes, you can do that. You can even add some of the other titles that are offered that month. You can really make the box exactly what you want, but you do want to make your selections as soon as possible, because sometimes there's a hardcover edition available, sometimes there's a signed book plate, or the book is actually signed by the author, sometimes there is an author's note, but there's limited quantities of those special editions, right? So make sure you make those selections as early as possible. All right, so I'm going to turn it back to the page that tells us about the actual items. Here is my bookmark. Now the books are usually down at the bottom because they do make a nice foundation. It says, Daisy Darker's family were as dark can be. When one of them died, all of them lied and pretended not to see. Oh well, we've got a creepy Dr. Seuss going on here with this bright yellow tassel. I love my tassels. I love my hardcover books. Even though I am now starting to get into audiobooks a little bit more so that I can catch up on that TBR pile, especially with my book boxes, I will say I am now a hardcover snob because of Authentic Books. That's what Natisha did to me. So this is what it looks like. We've got some tissue paper. It just says that it is packed with love. They do have a very small team over there, but they do a fantastic job. All right, you guys, so let's go ahead. I'll show you what it looks like. My box always comes a little bit worse for wear because my shipping carriers, my mail carriers, whether it's USPS or UPS or FedEx, they're a little rough on my stuff. Let's just put it that way. So let's go ahead and find the candle that does come in everyone's box. My favorite part is it says it's about to get literary, because it is. So this time, and of course this is for the sense of smell, it is in the mini, full, and premium. Ooh, it's a sea glass, nostalgia and salty air. Those are the scents. I love when it's like more of a vibe than it is an actual fragrance. It says sea glass has notes of fresh rose, lily, and sea salt. Our candles are always hand stirred and poured in the Authentic Book studio using non-toxic ingredients. But I love the like element of, you know, it's a little bit, it's sea glass, so it can be a little sharp until it's been tumbled properly, which kind of goes along with you know, a thriller novel. So this has some little bits of shell in it, which is kind of cool. I love anything that is ocean inspired. It's not always, it doesn't always smell like the beach, in all honesty, because the beach doesn't always smell that good, let's be honest. But anything like that, very like fresh, like linen-y scents, all those are my fave. And these candles are awesome. I'm always excited. I'm always excited about the candle that, yes, comes in every level, and I'm always excited about the chocolate that comes in just the premium boxes. So grateful that Natisha is kind enough to let me review this box. I have a great library. The books that I have actually had the time to read have been phenomenal. And she challenges me to sometimes not go for the thriller. For a long time, I've been like stuck on thrillers, but she just makes really great book selections. Now, there are touch items. In the mini, you get 1. In the full, you get 2. In the premium, you get 3. So for the touch item that everyone gets, it's by Ellison & Young, and it's a floral vibe sock set. Now, you guys know, if you've been watching my channel, I'm not a sock girl because I don't wear shoes that often. I like to go around barefoot, but these are adorable. It looks like they came in 3 different color variations. Probably bought them in the set. This one's really cute though. With like, this is a very like fall colors with the like beige or the tan background and like the coral flowers. They almost look like they have little eyes. It says the perfect mix of trendy and comfy. This sock set comes with 3 sock pairs with the cutest colors and patterns. Each pair comes in a different color scheme that is carefully picked and packaged nicely. So there were 3 sock pairs in the set, and then we each get 1. It says it's a sock set, right? But we each just got 1 pair of socks, I think. So, which is totally fine. Or maybe that was just my box because, again, I do get this for review, so I understand if that's the case, but they were very cute. Of the 3 color variations, I like that one and the blue one the most. All right, so if you got the full size, then you also get to choose between a cocktail mixer, usually that would go with the actual cocktail recipe, gourmet tea. This time it was by Too Good Gourmet. It was an herbal tea, looks like chamomile. Or now she has added, often you get a coffee option. This time it was Bones Coffee Company. So it says every month we try a new flavor from this Florida-based business. So it's always going to be from Bones Coffee, it sounds like. Now I got the, of course I got the syrup. This is the True Cola syrup. This looks so good, doesn't it? I love the packaging of these. So it's the True Cola syrup. So now I can tell you a little bit more about the recipe. So it's 1 ounce of the True Cola syrup, dark rum, amaretto liqueur, sparkling water, and a maraschino cherry and fresh lime for garnish. That sounds really good. So sounds like a fancy Cuba Libre. I'm down for it. All right, the second touch item in the full and premium boxes is this. This is, it looks like they made it in-house. It's Nancy's Special Blend. She must be a character. Dried florals. So it is some bath salts, which you guys know I'm not a bath girl. I would love to be, but I just don't have like a nice, comfy bathroom to enjoy. Maybe one day if I have a big, beautiful, like claw-footed tub or something. So this is associated with chapter 1. So sometimes the gifts are actually in correlation with a certain page number. This time it's with actual chapters, which is kind of different. So it says this is an Authentic Books original, a relaxing blend of Epsom salts and essential oils topped with dried rose petals. Yeah, rose, no, not for me. It says enjoy a special blend, especially for Nancy. Looks like a potion though. I love the bottle with the cork stopper. That's cool. All right, let's see what else we've got. Oh, you know what, you guys? We got our, last month, there was an item that didn't come in time. There was a tote. So we got our tote from last time, and this is the one that I chose. It does have a little Authentic Book stamp on it. It says, introverted, but willing to discuss books and true crime. Now, I am not a true introvert. I have my moments where I feel like an introvert, but I do have a strong love of true crime, especially podcasts, because I can't watch too many of the documentaries if there's too much visual. I like to just imagine it in my head. But this is pretty cute. It's very simple. It's just got that flat bottom, but in terms of a reusable bag, I think this one is like clever and a little bit different than the other ones that I have seen. By the way, you guys, let's go ahead and have a secret password. Let's go ahead and make it introverted, since that's what I'm holding up here on the screen. If you're new to that, when I come up with a secret password here on the channel, when you find one, you want to enter it along with your contact information in the Google form linked for you. Lots of things linked for you in the description box below. At the end of the month, I go through with a random number picker and I select a few winners to receive a mystery box from yours truly as a way of saying thank you for watching my channel and watching my videos in their entirety. You have to be 18 years or older. You have to be subscribed to my channel. Doesn't have to be publicly. I will verify with you via email. And you do have to have a US or Canadian mailing address. It is not associated with YouTube in any way or any of the boxes that I open here on the channel. Just my way of saying thank you. Today's secret password is introverted. If you do introvert, that works too. All right, back to our expected programming. So our chocolate that you got in the premium boxes is from Chow Chocolatier. It is firecracker, oh fun, sea salt, a dash of chipotle, and popping candy crackle in dark chocolate. So we've gotten this before, like little minis of them. It is so fun, and I love that extra bit of like crunch or crackle is what they call it. So sea salt, a dash of chipotle, so a little bit of heat too. Delicious combination. Very excited, and I love me some dark chocolate. Our third touch in the premium boxes is this, oh, this is cool, associated with chapter 25. 30 sheet memo pad. It is so cute though. It looks like a library card. It's a vintage nostalgia library card memo pad by Fly Paper Products. Each memo pad contains 30 sheets of assorted color vintage library cards to write your memos, notes, lists, thoughts, and ideas. Let me see. I don't know if that will slide off very quickly. Let me see if I can get that to come off of there. But that is really cute. It's like, it looks like colorful index cards. See, that's really cute. I think that is adorable for a little notepad. I'm very happy with that, and that was, I believe that they were, yes, they were the featured maker, and they're out of Ann Arbor, Michigan. But of course, we have to take a look at our book. This is the one that I chose. It is a hardcover. It has got our little Authentic Books stamp of approval on there. And then let's see, we did get, it looks like we did get a signed bookplate, but signed in like very nice calligraphy. That's kind of cool. So you can always stick that in there. And then we did get an author's note. So whoop, let me see if I can get that author's note back up here. Sorry, guys. I'm back. So it is in very tiny print, but hopefully I can read it to you. It says, books are a bit like children for authors. We're not really allowed to have favorites, but Daisy Darker is mine. I first had the idea for Daisy in 2015, and it took me over 5 years to write her story. It was the hardest book to write for so many reasons, but it is also the one I am most proud of. It is a dark and twisty tale set on a tiny tidal island just off the Cornish coast. The Darker family haven't all been in the same place at the same time for years, but they have come together at Sea Glass, Nana's crumbling Cornish home, to celebrate her 80th birthday. When the tide comes in, they'll be cut off from the rest of the world for 8 hours. When the tide goes back, and things will never be the same again because one of them is a killer. Daisy was born with a broken heart. I think we're all a bit broken in one way or another, but I've always found beauty in imperfection. Some of us are better at papering over the cracks in our lives, but hiding them from our true selves is a game we can't win. Our faults, our defects, our struggles, our heartbreaks all shape who we are. I often think of Daisy Darker as my Agatha Christie novel, and Then There Were None is one of my favorite books, and Daisy is my own little tribute to one of my favorite authors. It's my take on the classic locked room mystery, and if you enjoy those as much as I do, then I think you'll love Daisy Darker. I'd like to invite you to Sea Glass to meet the Darker family. The 80 clocks in the hallway are already ticking, and once the tide comes in, we'll be cut off from the rest of the world for 8 hours. Every family has a black sheep, and some are darker than others. Thanks for reading, and I hope you enjoy Daisy Darker. So that's from Alice Feeney, which that was really intriguing. Let's see if we can read the inside book flap too. Basically, we got the premise there from the author's note. So it says, after years of avoiding one another, Daisy Darker's entire family is assembling for Nana's 80th birthday party in Nana's crumbling Gothic house on a tiny tidal island. They're finally back together one last time, and when the tide comes in, they'll be cut off from the rest of the world for 8 hours. The family arrives, each of them harboring secrets. Then, at the stroke of midnight, as a storm rages, Nana is found dead. Oh no! An hour later, the next family member follows. Oh no! I didn't realize the killer was like a serial killer. It says, trapped on an island where someone is killing them one by one, the Darkers must reckon with their present mystery as well as their past secrets before the tide goes out and all is revealed. With a wicked wink to Agatha Christie's And Then There Were None, Daisy Darker's unforgettable twists will leave readers reeling. All right. So that sounds real good. It's also like not too big of a book, so I feel like you could get through this on like one dark and stormy night with your delicious cocktail and your candle flickering in the background. I'm so excited for the fall and the colder months when I can really tuck into these like darker novels. It's just like somehow the environment lends itself to these kinds of reads. So just going over everything that we got, don't forget we did get our nice little tote from our past box, so I'm so happy that they remembered to do that. We also got our book, our socks, and our sea glass candle that came in all the boxes. If you got the full box, you also got a cocktail mix, coffee or tea, and you got Nancy's special blend of salts, these little guys. If you got the premium, you also got the vintage nostalgia library card memo pad. I think this would be my favorite touch item. And you also got, of course, the dark chocolate with sea salt and crackles and spice. So great box, always a great box. I'm so looking forward to the next one. I don't think I actually chose the thriller this time around, but you guys, you definitely want to get in on this so that you find out about all of the new releases as well as all of the special edition boxes that Natisha is always concocting for us. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up. It does help me out quite a bit, as well as when you watch the entire video. I have unboxing videos for you every single day, and right now I am doing 2 on Tuesdays and Thursdays as well. See you soon in my next one.